Hello and welcome to the British Basketball League right here on Sky Sports. We've travelled north to Glasgow for our first ever visit to their new home, the beautiful Emirates Arena. The Rocks are all set to play host to the Worcester Wolves. Will home advantage help Glasgow register a much needed league win, or will the visitors grab the victory to keep the pressure on the league leaders? Before we get into the action, let's take a look at how these two teams are placed in the league table ahead of tonight's game. The Rocks find themselves all the way in ninth, but having played fewer games than anyone else in the league. They've got games in hand to move up the table. The Wolves have played more than anybody else. They've got 5 wins from their 9 encounters. Leicester still lead from Newcastle and Surrey at the top, with Plymouth also looking in good shape. Well, tonight I'm joined by a man who had a big double-double against the Rocks just 2 nights ago, the Sheffield forward Mike Tuck. Mike, you guys through to the Cup semi-final. That must have been an exciting game.
It was a really close game, won by 1 point, so very exciting for our club.
And you've played the Rocks, obviously, 2 nights ago. What are the strengths, what are the weaknesses of this team?
I think their strengths are they have a pretty good all-around team. They have 5 guys averaging in double figures right now. So, on any given night, anybody can stand up on their team and have a good game for them. So, for Worcester tonight, it's going to be they're going to have a good defensive effort.
And this is a beautiful venue. First time our Sky cameras have been here. Looks like a lovely place to play.
Yeah, definitely a big step up from Kelvin Hall from past years. And, yeah, great atmosphere. I believe on their opening night they had about 5,000 fans, so they're really packing the place and good atmosphere, good energy.
And if Mike's already played the Wolves as well, what's the inside scoop on them?
They got some tough new players, and they have a guard, Awumi. He's a tough player. He can knock down big shots. And then they have Masusas inside. Big guy, played over in Europe. So they have some size inside, but they also have the outside game.
Well, we're hoping for a great game. A little earlier, I caught up with both teams to gauge their opinions. Well, Sterling, it's our first visit here to the Emirates Arena. It's a beautiful venue. How have you settled in?
Great place to play. Great place to play. We've had some great atmosphere so far. It's just trying to make it home for us, and the way our performances are going right now. We haven't quite got acclimated, but hopefully that'll continue to get better.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rocky start to the season for Glasgow. What have you put that down to?
I can't really put it down to anything, but with this game, you learn so much, and it's always a teacher. And right now we're being, we're being taught how to win games, and I think right now we're just trying to get over that hump of figuring things out. And I think once we do that, I think we'll be okay. But yeah, it hadn't been the ideal start for us.
And you're very close in the Cup quarter-final against Sheffield, lost by 1. Is that a step in the right direction, or did you feel you let that one get away?
To be honest, I felt like we kind of let ourselves down on that one. I thought when we had them down, we should have buried them, and we didn't do that. I think we kind of got relaxed a little bit, gave Sheffield the confidence to come back in the game, and they did it. And as a result, we came out with a loss. So that was a big disappointment for us. But we can't do anything about that now. We got to keep moving forward, and hopefully we respond well tonight.
Good luck in today's game. Thanks for talking to us. Cheers, Sal. Well, Paul, how have you judged the opening month or so of the season for your guys?
It's been pretty frustrating. I think we're probably 2 games behind where I'd actually like us to be, but we've got a situation that we're having to deal with things as they are.
Obviously, no Sherrod, Presley Blue for the opening stages of the season. Maybe in next week with a bit of luck?
With a bit of luck, yeah, it'll be in next week. We were hoping he was going to be here in time for this game today, but that hasn't happened because the hurricane back over in the States. But, so we've had to sort of paper over some of the cracks a little bit until he gets here.
And obviously that's a big hole out of the lineup because of the position he plays. You'll know that better than any.
Absolutely. I've sort of built a team around for him to actually run, and he's not here to run it right now. But, we've done a pretty good job. We could have been a lot further behind where we are. So, hopefully if we can get this game today, things are still good for us.
And Awumi's been a good scorer for you so far this season.
He has, yeah. To be fair, he's a scoring guard, and I'm asking him to run the team as well. So, it's been frustrating for him as well because he's not been able to let loose as much as he would like to. But he's done a tremendous job for the team. So, to pick up the games that we have done, I think I'm very pleased with that.
It looks like it'll be a good matchup inside with Masusas on your side, Achara on the other side.
Yeah, I hope so. Should be quite interesting. 2 big guys going at it. So we'll see which Masusas shows up today.
Good luck in today's game. Thanks for talking to us. Cheers, Paul.
Well, let's take a look at the two lineups for tonight's game. The Rocks have an impressively balanced scoring threat, spearheaded by E.J. Harrison, but 5 guys averaging between 11 and 16.5 points per game. Included amongst them is the 4th leading rebounder, Kieran Achara, the big Scot, part of Great Britain's Olympic squad in the summer. He certainly gives some bulk to their inside game, Mike.
Yeah, he certainly does. I talked to him before the game on Friday, and he said, you know, the Olympic experience really helped him out and got him fired up for this season. So you should expect big things from him this year.
Well, taking a look at the Wolves lineup, and Alex Owumi has been doing the damage for them this season, averaging 18 points a game despite having to play out of position. But they do have some bulk in the paint, with the giant Lithuanian Arturas Masiulis providing a handful. Stana City has been the Wolves' other consistent scorer, and really they've had to cover the gaps of no Sherrod Pressey Blue here.
That's it. Wumi's kind of picked up, you know, multiple roles there, kind of running the team, but also leading the team in scoring. So he's doing a good job as their lead guard.
Well, the two teams are out and ready to go for this BBL Championship game here at the Emirates Arena. It's the Rocks' 3rd game at this new venue, which will play host to the Commonwealth Games here in Glasgow. They're 1-1 so far, looking to go above 500 here and get their league campaign off and running, really. They've stuttered through the opening few weeks of the season. They look like the sort of squad that can be challenging that top 4, just haven't got off to a flying start.
That's it. They have all the pieces to make it work. I think moving into the new gym here should, you know, ignite something under them to get them going.
We're underway, and it's Lithuania who wins that opening tip, with Masiulis getting the Rocks the possession.
It looks like they're trying to go inside here pretty early.
Trying to establish the inside game. Masiulis has got some nice post moves. A little spin on that one that doesn't quite go. And Rocks come back with it. Davis forced to check. Home fans, as they did at the old venue, standing until the Rocks get their opening score. E.J. Harrison trying to provide it, short on the 3, and the City pulls in the rebound. Fernandez. Owumi out on the 3-point line. Thompson inside again to Masiulis. Masiulis trying to go to work with the shot clock low. You can't let him get that deep. He's got those little baby hooks in there all day.
That's it. They're trying to establish their game inside, and you know, you got to deny the post in that type of situation.
Is Murray. Little stop and go. There's a foul called there on the reach in, and it's Stuart Thompson who's called for it. Just reaching in there, and a slap across is always going to get whistled.
That's it. And Robinson's leading scorer for the Rocks this season so far. Looks like he's going to be pretty aggressive this game.
Just got a little contact issue there. I think he's put it back into place and is ready to go. Harrison round the screen. Still EJ. Little crossover, pull up, and he hits for the first points of the game for the Glasgow Rocks.
There you go, and that's EJ's game, you know, 15, 18-foot jump shots. He's money from there.
Lobbed inside to Thompson, knocked loose by Murray. Masiulis comes up with the rebound, loose ball, sorry, and again, little hook. He's deadly with that.
He is. He's, you know, he's got that big lethargic moves in the post, but, you know, it looks like he has some go-to moves, and they're working. Achara's got to be careful here in the early goings not to get into foul trouble.
Well, he's a very traditional European center with his little spins and his hooks, but Achara should be used to that. He's played a lot against European players.
That's it. They both played a, you know, high level in Europe, so it should be interesting to see them going at it tonight.
Somebody stepped into the lane too early, so that'll be a do-over for Masiulis, and this time he makes no mistake, and the Wolves lead by 3 here. Murray. Davis. Chara along the baseline. Little up and under, trying to get it to Davis. It's broken up, but it came off the foot of a Worcester player there, so that will reset the shot clock back out to 14.
Chara's got to shoot that. When he gets down that low, so he's established, you got to go up with that and you know, make him contest.
It was Awumi who got his foot on that one, but the Rocks can't profit, and once again they go inside the Wolves, and Masulis' shot doesn't drop this time. Robinson with the fake, Achara on the trail. Asiti had to help out, and all he could do is commit the foul, and Kieran Achara will go to the line, shoot a pair.
Foul goes against number 20, Asiti.
Good hard foul there, nothing more that you can do. You got there a little late.
2 free throws for the Big Scot, part of GB's Olympic team in the summer. Got the tattoo to prove it.
Yeah, a couple of guys from the GB team have the tattoo this year. I saw Drew Sullivan has a big one on his arm as well.
Well, it could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's so hard to qualify for the Olympics through the European Championships, Eurobasket. There's no guarantee of them being in Rio. Stealed away by E.J. Harrison. Has numbers. Achara on the trail. Goes to the finger roll, and the foul is called. Awumi was back, but he could only foul the big fellow. And well, I thought he was going to get back to his feet, but he's been a bit slow.
That's a great defensive play by EJ there, you know, picking the pocket and then dishing it off.
Well, he landed a bit awkwardly. He's back on his feet now, just stretching out that lower back. But he seems to be okay, and we'll go to the free throw line for 2. First one is good, and I know the Rocks are delighted to have 2 Scottish guys in the starting lineup contributing big minutes. It's important for them up here in Glasgow to show the pathway for the homegrown kids.
That's it. You know, everyone likes to come seeing their hometown players play, and there's nothing better than seeing that.
It's City. Masulis hands it back over to Awumi. Awumi just towed the line on that one. It's a little short anyway. Masulis manages to come down with the loose ball again. He's trying to back down, kicks it round to Thompson in the corner for 3, a little bit short, and Achara is first to it. Tazier is out in front into the game, gets his first touch, shot goes up, it's challenged, doesn't go in, and Masulis is once again there to get his hands on the rebound.
Masulis is really hitting the boards hard.
Fernandez with a little fake, drives to the hole, through the traffic basket, will count for him, and there's a foul called. He'll go to the line for the bonus, and the foul is on Kieran Achara, and I make that his second personal foul here, which only, what, just over 3 minutes into the game is a big blow for them.
That's it, and you know, right now Sterling's got to either gamble and leave him in the game for a bit, or, you know, let the big man sit out. Masulis, with Masulis in there, you know, you kind of want Achara in there contesting him. But it looks like McNally's stepping up to sub in right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to take him out of the game. It's probably too much of a gamble this early with a guy on 2. Here he is behind the 3-point line, driving in, kicks out. Matezi along the baseline, shot clock getting low. Davis has to shoot it. He does get it off. Sterling Davis on the shot clock buzzer, hits for 3, and the Rocks are in front.
That's great passing by the Rocks right there, moving the ball around, not forcing an early shot, and you know, getting that buzzer beater off.
Awumi kicks it out, and there's going to be a little push foul on the baseline on E.J. Harrison. Didn't seem too much, but he's been called for it. But that break in play will allow Char to go and sit down and take him out of the court. You wouldn't want that 3rd foul picked up in the 1st quarter.
No, definitely not in the 1st quarter. He's too important to them right now.
Thompson Thompson drives through, flips it up off the back of the ring, doesn't go. Gareth Murray pulls in the rebound. Murray back out to Harrison, fakes it the three. Davis is open. Tough pass, he's pulled it in though. Davis with the head fake, gets his man up in the air, and Masulis turns to the referee, goes, yeah, good call. That one was on me, but he made sure Davis wasn't going to get an and one in that situation.
That's it, good strong foul. Good pump fake by Sterling to draw the foul there.
Sterling Davis then at the line. Makes the first free throw. Second one is also good, and the Rocks lead is out to 4, 11-7 with just over 4.5 minutes gone here in this first quarter. Masulis certainly has a height advantage on McNally. Oh, poor pass out though, easy steal for E.J. Harrison, drops it back to Murray, and that was really just 2 points that they should never have given up there, the Wolves.
That's it, again, you see E.J. just picking the pocket. That's just lazy passes and you know, not faking where you should be.
Timeout called by Paul James and the Wolves, and I think as much about that turnover, it'll be the transition defense. We've seen twice now where Wumi is the only guy back, and the Rocks have had 2, 3, 4 guys breaking down call.
That's it, you have to get back in transition defense, or else it's just going to lead to easy baskets for the other team.
But we'll be with you right after this break. Welcome back to Glasgow, where the hometown Rocks lead the Worcester Wolves.
Back to the action on the defense.
Kozlowskis into the game for the first time, offering the reverse screen. Fernandez under pressure. Thompson has it. Fernandez along the baseline, throws it behind the City. It's going to be a shot clock violation here if it's not another turnover. There goes the 24-second buzzer. And again, just carelessness by the Wolves.
There you go. You know, Fernandez driving the lane and then jump passing instead of staying on his feet, holding the ball and making a good pass. Careless turnovers.
And having called a timeout, we assume to talk exactly about that. Paul James must be going nuts on the sideline.
That's it. They're doing exactly what he doesn't want them to do.
Good rebound inside from McNally. He's going to keep possession for the Rocks. He looked outmanned inside there. He's 2 against 1, but he found a way to keep the ball in possession of his team.
4 minutes 43 in the first quarter. Rocks 13, Wolves 7. Rocks on the ball at 22 from the
Fantasia. McNally turnaround off the glass. Tough shot over the big honest Kozlowskis that.
McNally trying to make his presence be felt inside.
Owumi on to Kozlowskis, fakes at the handover, drives through. Shot goes up from the corner, rattles out. Good box out from McNally, ensured he got the rebound. Bryce Fantasia back in the Rocks, had a season away in the mainland Europe, but come back to Scotland, and he's fouled there, will go to the line for a couple of free throws.
That's it. He, you know, I think he went over to Portugal and tried to have a season over there, but those Scottish Rockettes kept calling him back.
Well, Paul James, you can see on his face frustration more than anything else. I mean, it's one thing if the other team is playing better than you and beating you, but when you're contributing to your own downfall, as they are 6 points behind here after 6 minutes, that's the most frustrating for a coach.
That's it, and he's got a team of, you know, kind of veteran guys, you know, experienced guys that are making, you know, rookie mistakes right now. You know, just take care of the ball and no careless turnovers.
And as he said in the pre-game interview, he'd set this team up to be around Sherrod Prezi Blue, bringing the ball up, controlling the team, running things, and they've had their issues getting Prezi Blue in. They were hoping he might be here this weekend, and then the weather took a turn for the worst on the east coast of America. And maybe he'll be with them next week, but it's a big ask to get somebody like Awumi, who brought in as a scorer, to suddenly have to bring the ball up and run the team.
That's it. Awumi's kind of playing out of position right now, but it seems to be doing a half-decent job. You know, he's leading the team in scoring, leading the team in assists. You know, big responsibility on his shoulders, but he's stepping up to the task.
Fernandez ships it out. Here is Awumi with the three-point shot. That one doesn't go. And Rocks again, they've looked to grab every rebound on that end of the floor. And E.J. Harrison with a nice, easy score at the other end.
That's it. That's E.J.'s money shot, you know, little pull-up jumpers.
Well, it's been an excellent opening 7 minutes for the Glasgow Rocks. They've absolutely bossed this game. Three-point shooting is awry for the Wolves, continues to do so. It can be a double-figure lead here. Wedemeyer driving, lays it in, tipped away. McNally with the offensive rebound. Wedemeyer again, and he draws the foul from Kozlauskas. And really, I think part of the problem on that was right on the very first shot. We'll see it here. As City goes down, maybe a little bit of contact, but perhaps goes down a bit too easy, and that allowed McNally the offensive rebound.
That's it. You can't give these guys second chances. You got to get in there, box out, get a body on somebody, and no more second chances.
Wedemeyer then, in his second season here with the Rocks at the free throw line.
Fellow Canadian.
They were all waiting there to see where the ball was. He's from Alberta, I believe.
I think he's from Ontario, actually. Sarnia, Ontario, yeah. Went to University of Western Ontario and had a great career there.
So same state then as you?
Yeah, province, same province.
Wedemeyer at the free throw line, stretches the lead out to 10.
He's done well for himself in his first year, now coming into his second year. He's doing well again, averaging, I think, 11 points a game. They bring him off the bench, but I think that's good to have, you know, that sixth man, have a good little energy, bring some energy, something new into the game off the bench.
Kozlauskas. Wedemeyer on the ground, and by the time he got back up, Awumi had got the ball and was going to the basket. Awumi drew the foul, and that will count. He'll go to the line for a bonus.
That's it. And Awumi, a good aggressive play there, trying to make something happen for his team here as they're down 8 points.
First points of the game for Awumi. He can't convert the three-point play. Kozlauskas did tip it out, but only as far as Robinson. There's Wedemeyer inside. Davis. Nice cut to the basket from Fantasia. Jumped in by Wedemeyer. And it just seems a little easier for the Rocks right now.
Definitely. I think they're attacking the offensive glass really well. Worcester needs to, you know, box out, like I said earlier.
Thompson. Kozlauskas to his countryman Masoulis, trying to back down against Davis. He's got the height on Davis, but Davis is a big, strong man in that low post. He won't be muscled out of it.
Definitely big, strong body. I've had a couple of screens set on me by him. Not fun.
Achara back into the game, fires up the quick three. Bit of a roll of the dice here by the Rocks, with him on 2 fouls in this first quarter, which when they're 10 points up is, well, they perhaps don't need to take that risk. Wedemeyer to the hole under pressure from Fernandez, lays it in.
Good aggressive play from Wedemeyer, trying to get to the bucket.
Wolves needing some offense here. Thompson fires up for three. Finally, they get one to go from behind the arc. The Wolves had missed their first 4 attempts. They just needed some sort of score there, Mike.
That's it. That's a good three-pointer for them. Usually they're a pretty strong team from outside of the three-point line, so it's frustrating to see them missing so many shots.
Tough shot from Davis. Masoulis pulls in the rebound. There's about 10-second differential between the shot and the game clock, so the Rocks should get one back here. Fernandez lobs it inside. Good help defense from Davis. That's a bit high for Fernandez. He just keeps it in bounds. Shot clock getting lower. Wumi has it. Knocked loose. Fantasia comes up with it. And Fantasia will lay it in for two. The Wolves can still get a quick one off here. Wumi comes down the other end. Back out. Thompson fires up for three at the end of the first quarter, but a really tough quarter for the Worcester Wolves. Glasgow looking well in control of this game for the first 10 minutes. Just a little check there with Robinson. I don't know if he just got a bang on the shin. He seems to be okay now. He's just going to hobble off. Hopefully that'll be okay, but it's been a good first quarter for his team.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a great first quarter, and I think at this point, Worcester's kind of beating themselves. You saw in that last sequence there, last 30 seconds, Wumi turns the ball over, and then the Rocks get an easy layup down the other end. Nobody's getting back on defense.
Well, it's all going the way of the home side at the moment here at the Emirates Arena. At the end of one, it's Glasgow Rocks 23, Worcester Wolves 12. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to Glasgow, where the hometown Rocks lead the Worcester Wolves 23 points to 12. And I was just looking through the stats there at the end of the quarter, Mike, and they've only got Worcester down for 4 turnovers. It feels like more, and they've been really sloppy ones where they have given the ball away.
It's because the Rocks are scoring off the turnovers, so that makes those mistakes, you know, hurt even more.
Well, the two teams come back out. Donald Robinson had limped off at the end of the quarter, but I think it was just an impact injury. He seems okay now, and he's back out onto court. Paul James just having a quick word with the official. Not sure what about, but it had a little wry shake of the head as the referee ran away. I think they agreed to disagree on whatever it was.
Yeah, that happens all too often here in the BBL.
Murray back to Harrison. Robinson drives baseline. Nice move from Donald Robinson for two.
Great drive by Robinson down the baseline there, an athletic play to the basket.
Rocks outscoring the Wolves 2-1 here in the opening 11 minutes. 25-12 the score.
Yeah, Rocks up real early here. Good for them, good for the home crowd.
That's a tough shot with a hand in the face. It doesn't go for three from the City. Robinson on his own. That's a must make because there's nobody there to get the offensive rebound. Owumi. City on the far side. Missoula's trying to get free. Davis sniffing the ball, almost comes up with him. Kozlowskis, you can't leave him open from the three-point line. That one doesn't go. It's a unorthodox shot, but it's effective. Robinson drives all the way to the hole, draws the foul, and it will be on Alex Owumi. And it's always on the challenge of the ball that they get called.
That's it.
Second personal foul on Owumi. That would be a big blow. It's early in this second quarter. Might you be tempted to pull him out of the game at this stage, or do you just trust him?
I'd probably pull him, give him a couple minutes to rest here, but I know PJ, he likes to gamble a little bit, but it looks like Thompson's about to sub in.
Thought about it for a second and then turn around to Thompson and so time to go in. But actually it's for Fernandez, so yeah, he is.
PJ's gonna roll the dice here. I think Owumi's, he's got a head on his shoulders and he knows not to pick up that third one.
Plus, I guess when you're 15 points down, you got to take a few chances.
Yeah, well, you need your leader, you need your leading scorer in there attacking the basket, and that looks like what he's doing right now.
Can't convert though. Gareth Murray with the rebound. Harrison will bring it forward. Murray on the trail, sets his feet from the top of the arc, halfway down. rattled out for Gareth Murray. Thompson running hard the other way. Murray challenges, but Thompson goes right over him to the finger roll.
Nice floater for Thompson there, right over top of the defense.
Murray. Ball finds its way around to McNally. Robinson now. Did he walk with it? Yes, he did. Didn't quite get the ball down in time.
Looks like Worcester's switched up to a zone here to try and slow down the Rocks offense.
Well, they need to do something because 27 points is a lot when you are struggling at the other end. Masulis inside, a little reach in by Murray, and it's one of those things where the big guys, you'll know all about this. You can play pretty physical when the ball isn't there, but once the ball comes in, you got to step back.
That's it. You only allowed that one arm bar, got to watch 2 hands on him and all that.
Wimney fires up from behind the arc, way off the mark. And that's out of bounds, Rock's ball. Just wondering if he's trying to force it a little bit here.
Definitely on that possession, he forced it. You got to keep your head when you're down. You got to, you know, rely on your offense and stick with it.
Murray in the corner for 3. Whoa, off the side of the board. That was miles off the mark.
With a lucky offensive rebound.
Yeah. Shot from Robinson doesn't go. You don't see that very often. An air ball at one end and off the side of the board at the other.
That's it. Some wild shots here today.
Kozlowskis fakes at the 3, a little behind the back. Often looks out of control, Kozlowskis, but that's just the way he plays. And a City with a jumper from the top of the key for 2.
That's a good shot for a City, right at the top of the key, open shot, knocks it down.
Robinson, Wedemeyer. Wedemeyer fires up for 3 off the back of the ring, and Thompson with the rebound, and the Wolves can cut this again here. Just edging their way back in. Masulis spins baseline. Oh, just a bit too much on it. Gets his own rebound. Can't go up. He'll be disappointed. PJ's certainly disappointed that he doesn't make that first shot. Wedemeyer is called for. It's his first. McNally and Robinson will sit down. Achara and Davis back into the game. To the free throw line goes Arturas Masulis. And, well, the stats say he was 1 of 1 from the line today. He did actually miss the first one, but got a do-over when somebody broke the lane. And he missed both of them. Davis has come from, no, Thompson, sorry, has come in from the top of the key. And it will be a Rots ball from the side. If you're coming from above the 3-point line, you have to wait for the ball to hit the ring. Wedemeyer. Lobbed up towards Murray, but nowhere near high enough, and Thompson read it, picked it off. Thompson loses the handle, gets it back, dumps it off, and they get 2 points. Looked like it was going to be another sloppy turnover. They end up with 2.
That's it. They got kind of lucky there and cleaned it up at the end.
He was just trying to pass it cross court, and it sort of caught off his leg.
That's it.
Let's get round to Harrison. Harrison with a pull-up, hand in his face from Thompson, made it difficult, and Awumi brings it forward for the Wolves. City from behind the arc for 3 and hits, and suddenly this lead is down to only 6.
There you go. The City's scored, you know, 6 points in the last minute here, so he's starting to heat up.
Well, it's forced Sterling Davis and the Glasgow Rocks into a timeout here at the Emirates Arena. It's 27 points to 21. 2 teams making their way back out onto court. E.J. Harrison will wander over to inbound it. Wedemeyer is there, but he'll just tap it back to the guard, let him bring it forward, and E.J. crosses the halfway line. Davis. Murray. Murray penetrates, has it knocked loose. Masulis comes up with it, almost lost it himself, but Worcester keep possession. And Awumi says, let's slow these things down a bit here. Much better second quarter for the Worcester Wolves.
Definitely, they look a lot more in control. They're taking good shots. Oh,
well,
except for right there.
Yeah, typical, just as you said that. They had taken some good shots, and then City kind of forced one hand in the face, and again, another
That's it. Well, you know, he's hit a couple in a row, so he's feeling it. But, you know, you got to know when not to force it.
Chara trying to go to work. Can't get it to go. Rocks haven't scored in a couple of minutes here. Thompson with the pull-up three. Oh, my word. Third air ball for the Wolves today, second in a row.
A lot of bricks in here. We're building a house.
It's a shiny new venue. We don't need them anymore. They're finished.
That's it.
Davis, Wedemeyer from behind the arc. And Chara with the offensive rebound and converts. I suppose, actually, the two might not be unrelated. It's obviously the first time the Wolves have come up here, and when you get into, this is a very, very big venue, and you've got a lot of space behind the baskets up into the windows at the end that the Wolves are shooting at. The curtain's down today, otherwise we'd be able to see Celtic Park out the window. But actually, it takes a bit of adjustment when you've got all that space behind the basket.
That's it. It kind of affects your depth perception when there's that much room behind the basket. So, you know, maybe in the second half we'll see that they've adjusted.
But as the year goes on, you would expect that to be quite a useful home court advantage to the Rocks as they get more and more used to shooting in their own venues, and teams only come once or twice a year.
Exactly. It gives them that edge, that little home court advantage.
Davis bats that pass away. It'll be a Wolves ball from the side.
Looks like the Wolves are still, you know, trying to get Masulis involved and get that ball inside.
Well, the games I've seen them this season, they have established him early, but then he sort of drifted away out of the game, and that's going to be called a traveling violation against Thompson.
Yeah, he dragged the foot a little bit there on the turnaround.
Wedemeyer right there to help the referee out with the signal. Here he is at the other end. Murray runs the baseline. Davis now in the corner. About 19 feet, Sterling Davis knocks it down.
That's a good shot for Sterling, you know. 19 feet, just inside the three, long two.
Well, the Rocks seem to have weathered that storm a little bit. And there's another steal with E.J. Harrison racing it back. Oh, he missed it though, but Achara's there for the rebound, and he converts, and the foul is called. He almost took the referee out as well on the spin, but he will go to the line for a bonus. And this just goes to show, keep running, big fella, you never know.
That's it. Achara really hitting the offensive glass in the past couple of plays, and you know, it picks up for him right here.
And it's forced Paul James into a timeout. 33-21 the score here at the Emirates Arena.
Worcester looking like they're struggling to get back on defense these last couple possessions.
Well, Paul James and his Wolves had started this quarter very well and cut the gap right back down, got it down to 6, but just stuttered again, and turnovers again just coming back into it. When they turn the ball over, it's difficult for them to get back on defense.
That's it. And like I said earlier, those turnovers will hurt even more when the opposing team's scoring off them.
Especially as the opportunity they've got here is a three-point play for the Rocks, as Kieran Achara converted the basket on that score, and coming out of this timeout, he will go to the foul line for a bonus. And one of those things I was intrigued about, the small world of basketball, and you were telling me you and Kieran go back.
Yeah, that's it. Me and Kieran actually went to high school together, prep school in the States, Maine Central Institute, about 10 years ago. So, yeah, I've known Kieran for a long time. We played against each other in college in the States. So it's funny how small the basketball world really is.
Playing together in high school, playing against each other in the BBL.
And now battling it out in the pros.
And Achara short on that free throw. And it remains a 12-point lead for the Glasgow Rocks. Thompson onto Fernandez. Look at the battle in the low post between Davis and Masulis. No inch given either side. Fernandez fires up for 3 on the shot clock buzzer. Masulis, though, with the offensive rebound, misses. Wolves get to reset that, but that's a couple there the big Lithuanian probably should have scored. And there's the Lithuanian 1-2, Kazlauskas to Masulis, and they do get 2 points that time.
There you go. They're putting the whole team on his shoulders right now, giving him the ball whenever he wants.
Harrison left way too wide open. Can't make them pay, though, Kazlauskas with the rebound. Owumi, Thompson, Fernandez, and, well, there's a foul called there on Sterling Davis, but given what went on in the previous play down, those two battling for position, it didn't look any different to that.
That's it. It's a battle of the bigs inside right now, and, you know, Sterling Davis is no stranger to that.
But you just compare that to the previous play down. You like to see two big guys fighting for position like that. I'd have just sucked the whistle on that one, let it go. Fernandez trying to bounce it in. Kick ball by Murray. Shot clock was down to 12. It's back up to 14 on the reset. Oh, quick inbound to Masulis. Smart play by the Wolves.
Very smart play. Caught Sterling Davis sleeping on defense there. Quick 2 points.
Johnny Bunyan into the game for the first time. Back out, fires up for 3. Bunyan's first shot doesn't go. Achara pulls in the rebound, and the Rocks can reset.
Missed the three-point shot attempt there, but still great ball movement from the Rocks offense.
Murray penetrates. Again, they find the open man. Davis at the top, hits for 3.
That's it. Offensive rebound gives them another 24-second shot clock, and they're able to convert.
Lead back into double digits, just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. Fernandez fakes at the 3, nowhere to go along the baseline. Murray sorted out. Masulis, long 2, doesn't quite go. Chases it in, gets his own rebound. Murray knocks it loose. Rocks have numbers. Bunyan just a little in front of Harrison, and the Rocks can't convert there.
Sloppy pass from Bunyan to EJ.
Rocks are on the defense.
Just over a minute to go to halftime. And when we change, it's the play for the Wolves. Fernandez, hand in his face from Murray, doesn't go, and Sterling Davis punches the air in frustration because the ball just sort of got away from him. He should have had the rebound, just couldn't quite haul it in.
That's it. Sometimes you get those butterfingers, and it's frustrating when it's almost in your grasp.
Kazlauskas for 3 and hits.
And that's his money shot, you know. Out on the three-point line, wide open. He's going to knock those down all day.
McNally at the elbow, back out to Davis. Throws it cross-court to Murray. Good head fake, buys himself some space. Can't convert. Harrison keeps it alive, but Masulis pulls in yet another rebound. That's an offensive foul on Kazlauskas, not ever set. Here comes Bunyan. Harrison in the corner for 3 off the back of the ring. Bunyan almost getting there first, it knocked away, and Davis grabs it in.
And there you go, you know, Rocks chasing the ball down. to get another 24-second offense here.
They can run it right down to the halftime buzzer, in fact. They lead by 12 inside the final 10 seconds. Harrison back out to Achara, loses it. Ball's on the floor. Fernandez from inside his own three-point line doesn't go. And really a frustrating half for the Worcester Wolves. They had 3 or 4 minutes at the start of this quarter where they seemed to get a foothold in the game. Other than that, it's been all Rocks.
Yeah, you know, they're giving second chance points. They're giving second chances, and the Rocks are capitalizing on that. And also, they're not getting back on defense.
Well, Sterling Davis will be delighted as the teams head off to the locker room. He might be actually slightly tinged with disappointment that his team isn't leading by more, but they've definitely had the upper hand here in the first half. We're at the break here at Emirates Arena. We'll have second half action when we return. Welcome back to Glasgow. We're at the half. The hometown Rocks leading the Worcester Wolves by 8, and the shooting numbers, Mike, not really that great in the first half, but perhaps the difference has been the Rocks a bit more active on the offensive glass.
Yeah, the Rocks are leading, you know, 10 offensive rebounds to 5 right now, and the difference about that is, you know, they're converting on those offensive rebounds. Achara has, you know, an and one, and they're scoring off those plays. So in the end, you know, that makes up that 8 points that they're down by right now.
Foul called in the low block on Gareth Murray, holding the offense. So the Wolves will get it from the end line.
And if I'm the Wolves right now, I'm definitely looking to get Awumi, you know, more involved. He's only got 2 points in the first half, and you know, he's their leader, he's their go-to guy, so we have to get him the basketball and make something happen.
Well, that's a poor pass again. It was Chara couldn't quite keep it alive, but poor James will not be happy. I bet you he spent a long time in that locker room talking about looking after the ball, and he sees that on the first play.
Definitely some sloppy, careless passes, and that's not what you want to see, you know, the first play out coming into the second half.
Fernandez trying to back down Robinson, nowhere to go. Back out to Kozlowskis, fakes at the 3, drives in, dumps it off. The City just got caught by Gareth Murray, and that will be 2 in quick succession on Murray. He'll be up to 3.
That's going to hurt the Rocks. Murray, you know, a key player for them. Kind of ticky-tack foul there, but not needed, reaching in at the ball like that.
It's one of those fouls that you get caught against you and it's not really made impact on the play, and you sort of think, well, that's a wasted one.
Yeah, it's a why did I do that kind of moment.
Although I think Murray's initial reaction was, why did you call that? But there you go. It's a similar train of thought.
That's it.
Here's Murray trying to make an impact at the other end with a 3, and he does exactly that.
That's a great shot from Murray, coming off up the wing and knocking down a big 3.
Well, he was one of many who struggled with his shooting in the first half, but he's found the touch at the beginning here, and so too has the City at the other end. And both teams coming out, hitting 3s early on. Collision. Is that a technical on Kozlowskis for flopping, I guess? Let's have a look. Well, there was some contact, but the referee deemed not enough to go down. You see, my take in that situation is if you think he's flopped, just give him a warning and tee him up next time.
That's it. But, you know, this year I think they're really trying to, you know, hanker down on the flops. Kozlowskis there stepping in the way. I think throwing his arms up in the air and trying to, you know, act it off a little bit. That's why he got called for the tee.
Well, especially where there is contact, and there was no doubt there was contact between the two players. Was it enough to knock Kozlowskis to the floor? Probably not. Did he embellish it? Probably. But I just think it's just better for the game if you just give him a warning. If he does it again, then tee him up.
That's it. I completely agree. I've had a technical call me already this season for the same thing, and I don't think it warrants a technical. Definitely a warning or a no call, but not a technical.
But it's one of those things, if it's what they're told to do, it's what referees will do. It's the ruling rather than the call.
That's it.
Murray knocks it away.
And more sloppy passing from Worcester, and you know, that's going to result in turnovers.
Chara with the head fake. Spins round, left all alone, so figures he'll take the shot, doesn't go. Kozlauskas fires up from behind the arc, doesn't quite go. Good inside position from the City for the putback.
Great offensive rebound there.
Sturner City has been the most effective player, really, for the Wolves, particularly here in this second half with 5 quick points. Robinson from behind the arc, and we were talking at halftime between us at how poor the shooting percentages have been. Both have found their range here in this third quarter.
That's it. They had 20 minutes of practice, and now it's time for them to step up.
City trying to convert at the other end. And I think Fernandez caught a stray hand in the face. He's all right though, and we'll continue on. Murray up in the air, Achara back at the elbow, stumbles to the ground. Don't know if he might have twisted his ankle there as he's gone down. He's certainly come up hobbling. And a 3 at the in the corner from City, who's come out with 8 points in a hurry here.
That's it. That's what the Wolves need right now. They need somebody to step up and start taking the load for them.
Harrison to reply with 3 of his own, and he hits. Lead back up to 11.
Just trading threes right now, back and forth. Guys are finding their shot here in the second half.
Good hands from Murray in the passing lane. Harrison stops, goes, and the City knocks it away. It'll be a Rocks ball from the end.
6 minutes 29 in the third quarter. Clock, Rocks 48.
Subs both ways. Achara will sit down. He just had that little roll of the ankle. He seems okay as he's walking to the bench, but he's gone straight to the end of the bench to talk to the physio. And Murray also sitting down. McNally is one of the guys who came in, gets it out to Davis for 3, and they're flying in from all over the place.
That's huge. You know, back-to-back threes like that, that's huge. Worcester's got to get out there and get a hand up on shooters.
Shot goes up for 3, doesn't go in from Awumi. But the Rocks have already got 15 points on the board in this quarter. That's more than they had in the whole of the second period. And we haven't reached the midpoint here of the third yet.
That's right. Being really aggressive here in that third quarter.
Trying to get it inside to Masulis, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Wedemeyer turns to the official with his thumbs up as if to say jump ball. But the referee thinks it's a slap across the wrist. Let's see if we can see from the replay. Well, the bodies were in the way.
Questionable. Could have gone either way. You have to be careful with those ones inside. Refs love calling those little reaching fouls.
Foul number 3 on Wedemeyer. He's now gone to the bench. Good hands from Robinson rising high, and he'll get rewarded with a jam out on the break. E.J. Harrison feeding him after he knocked it loose.
EJ great with you know, getting those little sneaky steals here and there, and a great dunk by Robinson down the other end.
Quick release 3 off the back of the ring, and McNally is first to it.
Awumi's struggling a little bit here in the second half. Maybe kind of forcing that shot late there.
Davis's shot doesn't go. Every time the Wolves seem to get a little bit of momentum and get back into the game, the Rocks have replied, and their lead has gone back out to 16 now as the City attacks to the hole. He's up to 18 personal points. Sorry, that was Awumi on that occasion.
And that's a good look for Awumi right now. You know, when your outside shot isn't dropping, you have to switch to something else, and you know, slashing, attacking the basket is you know, one of the strengths of his game.
Robinson. Jump shot doesn't go. Masulis pulls in the rebound. That's his 9th of the game. He's just got a little problem with his ankle strap, and now he catches up. Awumi turned in the corner, drives to the hole again, off the glass, doesn't quite go. Murray trying to come up with it, could only tip it out of bounds, and it'll be a Wolves ball from the end.
Substitution for the Rocks, off number 7, Robinson.
Robinson gets a breather with Fantasia checking back into the game. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Fernandez's shot doesn't go. Rocks leading by 14. Fantasia kicks out to Davis for 3, not quite. McAnally making a nuisance of himself, but the Wolves come down with the rebound. It's 4-on-4 at the minute. And that'll be a foul on the rebound by Fernandez. Just going after it a little bit too aggressively. Well, Neuer into the game for the first time, can't convert, and Fernandez just a little bit too hard on that rebound.
That's it. A little bit of a rush shot there from the youngin, and Fernandez a little bit too aggressive on the rebound.
Well, timeout called here in the third period. The Rocks 53 and the Wolves 39, and it's about finding some consistency. They came out, City hit those quick 8 points early on. They looked like they got the momentum going, and then a couple of sloppy turnovers again. It's been the story of the game.
That's it. For them, it's kind of, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You can't come down and, you know, hit a 3 and then come down and have a turnover right after and let the other team convert. Have to be consistent and take care of the ball.
Fantasia onto Harrison. Offensive foul called off the ball. I think it was an illegal screen by Sterling Davis. It's his first personal foul. Oh, almost another steal for the Rocks. This time, Harrison getting his hands in the way. Ball goes out of bounds though, and the Wolves will keep it.
Harrison's been real good this game, you know, keeping his hands out, staying large, and you know, you'll get those little chippy steals when you do that.
Well, Wolves needed that 3-point shot, cuts the lead back down to 11. Certainly not out of it, but haven't been scoring with enough regularity to have made a full charge on the Rocks. McNally's shot, I think he got caught in 2 minds whether to go off the glass or go straight for the basket, and ended up off the back of the ring. Kozlauskas from behind the arc, 2 quick 3-pointers here, and the lead is down into single figures.
And that's, you know, Rock's defense. You can't let that happen. You know, the big Lithuanian, he's good with the 3-pointers. You can't let him get hot.
Oh, and Paul James leaps off the bench. I think Thompson's about to get pulled out of the game because he ran off down court for the fast break and never got the rebound. And Paul James jumped up, very unhappy with his player.
Yeah, I think the Rocks there kind of forcing shots on offense. Need to settle the storm here and run some offense.
2:19 in the third quarter.
Fantasia in a little bit of trouble there, slightly out of control. Managed to get it back out to his player coach. Harrison with the pull-up from the foul line, doesn't go. City with the rebound, and the Wolves can cut yet further into this lead. Kozlauskas again, didn't take it that time. Did he walk with it? I'm not convinced. Certainly the referee called the travel. He gave a little head fake and step forward, but did he change his pivot for, let's see. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
He did. Good call. He's still arguing the case, but it was a traveling violation.
Got to keep those feet grounded.
8 points in it. Rocks 53, Wolves 45. Less than 2 minutes in the third quarter.
And again, a sloppy turnover just when they looked like they were getting the momentum, the upper hand in this game. Can the Rocks punish them as they have done through most of this contest? Chara backing down. Bounce pass off, good pass it is too. Super assist to Murray for 2.
That's a great pass from Kieran Chara there to Murray. Knowing not to force it, seeing an open teammate, dishes it off.
Kozlauskas fakes it the 3, throws the behind the back pass. That doesn't go. Kozlauskas fighting for the rebound. And usually in that scenario, whoever gets their hand on the ball draws the foul, and whoever doesn't commits the foul, and it's Chara who's been called for it.
Kieran getting called for that. It was a good strong box out, maybe a little too strong.
Well, Kozlauskas at the free throw line because that's the 5th foul of the quarter on the Rocks. That one rattles about and goes in.
And that's what they got to do right now. You know, every little point helps. Just chip away at the lead. Knocking down 2 free throws right there, that brings them to back down under 10 points. Rocks, you know, can't fall asleep here on offense and gotta stick with it.
Murray. Lob down low to Davis. Davis spinning against Thompson. There's only one winner in that matchup in the low post. So strong and so skilled on that low block, Sterling Davis.
That's it, and the Rocks recognized they had a little bit of a mismatch there, and you know, mouse in the house, you got to throw it inside.
Referee just having a word with the table, not quite sure what about, but there was a point to the scoreboard in there. Won't carry on. Davis is fouled, and again, only one winner in that matchup. And Davis has a word for Thompson as he walks off as well, because he thought that was perhaps a little harder than it needed to be.
Few words exchanged there. Thanks for the love tap. See if he can convert for 2 here.
Looking to try and stretch his team's lead back out to double figures. He's been perfect from this distance so far today. Not really shot enough free throws this season to pay much attention to his average, but it certainly is on the way up after going 4 of 4 today. Aoumi round to Kozlauskas again from behind the arc. Long rebound comes all the way out to Harrison. Harrison got to stop the ball. Got to stop the ball. You can't let E.J. Harrison get to 12 feet.
That's it. Once you let him get to 15, 12 feet, you know it's a high percentage shot for him.
It's almost a guaranteed 2. Thompson, oh, did he get caught there a little bit there, Murray? It's out of bounds, it'll be a Wolves ball, but as Thompson came back in, there was some intimation that he might have caught him here. Watch it on the, as he comes back in here. Oof.
Nice little elbow to the chin there.
Stolen away by E.J. Harrison. He just couldn't dance down the line. He was like a wide receiver in American football, just trying to shuffle down the sideline, but just stepped out of bounds. That's and it. The Wolves will keep it.
High stepping down the sideline there. E.J. Harrison's doing a great job, you know, denying the basketball and getting out there and getting those little steals.
Well, the Wolves can tick this one down, take the last shot, get into the same bracket of 10 going into the 4th quarter, which would be psychologically good for them. Pull up 3 off the backboard, almost went in. Will the Rocks get one off? No, they won't. End of the third quarter, and it's been very much the same story as the rest of the game. Wolves make a bit of a charge. Rocks ease back out in front. They just need to sustain this, Worcester.
That's it. It's about consistency right now, and that's not what we're not seeing from Worcester.
10 minutes to go here at the Emirates Arena. The Rocks on course for a much-needed victory. They lead 59-47. We'll have fourth quarter action when we return. Welcome back to Glasgow, where the Rocks are 10 minutes away from a second home win here at the Emirates Arena. They lost their opening encounter against Newcastle, bounced back with victory over Manchester, and are looking to add to that with a victory over the Wolves here. But anything still could happen in this game. Driving through, beautiful move, and again, we said it of EJ at the other end, but you've got to stop the ball. You can't allow him to penetrate down the lane like that.
That's it. You know, you leave guys open, give them a lane like that, they're going to take advantage and get those easy baskets.
Harrison drives to the hole, knocked away by Masulis. Ball is loose, out of bounds. It came off. Referees are going to check. It looked like it might have been Davis's leg, but no, it will be a Rocks ball. Let's see if we can see it on the replay. There it is, off Davis. Yeah, it came off the knee, I think, of Masulis after Davis. Chara from behind the arc gets caught and hits! He will go to the line for a 4-point play. What a shot from Kieran Achara.
Absolutely huge shot from Kieran Achara there. You know, he's got that inside-out game, so you can't leave him open. And, you know, not a smart foul from Masulis.
Yeah, just left it a bit late to go out, realized the error of his ways and dived out at him. And in that situation, if you haven't got there, just let him hit that shot.
That's it. You can't, you know, can't compound your mistakes there. You got to let him have that one. But now could potentially convert for a 4-point play.
Which he does. And suddenly it's leapt back out to 14, and it looks much bigger than it did just moments ago.
That's it. I feel like, you know, they got a little bit of momentum. The crowd's starting to wake up here, and, you know, good atmosphere.
Yeah, nothing spots a crowd more than a 4-point play because it's such a rare occurrence. Kozlowskis is first to it. He's left open and knocks it down.
Such a rare occurrence, especially from a you know, power forward center.
Harrison into a jar, back out to Davis. Great ball movement, finds the wide open man, and if Sterling has that long, it's almost a layup.
Great ball movement there by the Rocks, and you know, unselfish plays will lead to open shots.
Wimmy penetrating under a lot of pressure. The City ended up with it. The Rocks thought they did a good enough job, but couldn't come up with the loose ball.
You know, the ball just got tipped out of Murray's hands, and, you know, right place, right time for a City.
Murray penetrates out of control, and referee calls a traveling violation. And you can see head down, marching back down court. He knows he made a mistake there.
A little bit of frustration from Murray there, you know, getting the ball tipped out, and then, you know, driving, making the travel.
Masulis back out to Kozlowskis for 3. Doesn't go, but the rebound pulled in by Fantasia, and he will slow it down. Time very much on the side of the Glasgow Rocks here. They're in no rush. Harrison, oh, what a beautiful move that is.
Great little spin move by EJ, making it look like he's, you know, at the playground.
Kozlowskis moves on to City for 3. They need this, they get it. It was just again starting to drift away. Every time the Rocks looked like they were putting it to bed, the Wolves have come with a bit of a run. That might start one.
Oh, City shooting the ball great today from beyond the arc.
Certainly is. He's 4 of 7 now after that one went in. Harrison loses the handle, and this will be easy for Thompson out on the break. And he'll jam it down. 10 points once again. As we say, it just looked like all the momentum was with the Rocks, and then 5 points back.
And then, you know, coming back on defense, letting guys drive easily down the middle of the paint.
City, nice little low post move. Subtle, created a little space for himself in the fall away.
That's it, and you know, he's feeling it right now, and when guys are on fire, you have to give them the ball.
Certainly do. He's leading all scorers with 23 points in the ball game. Also got 8 rebounds. He's been a key factor for them as a timeout is called here. It's a 10-point game, and really poor James. His team have hung around, but they've never had a sustained period where they've managed to get right back into the game.
That's it, and you know, they're having a few flashes from certain guys. City's carrying them right now. They need another guy to step up and help carry the load.
Well, they had Kozlauskas made a couple of threes in quick succession, and then early on Masulius was going to work inside, but as you say, they need just more than one guy to do it at a time somehow to be able to string a few scores together.
And that's it. And I think they went away from going to Masulis inside. And I think maybe, you know, get back to the big men, throw it in there, and let them get a couple buckets down low, and maybe that'll open things up.
Well, the two teams coming back out of the timeout here at the Emirates Arena. 6:25 to go in the ball game. Sterling Davis and his Glasgow Rocks leading the Worcester Wolves 70 points to 60. And the Wolves coming with a bit of full court pressure here.
And that's probably what PJ was talking about. You know, in these last 6 minutes, they have to pick up the defense and not let the Rocks get any easy baskets.
Well, it was more just to throw them out of sync than actually try and steal the ball away. Davis thinks about the three, gives it to Harrison, who takes it from behind the arc. Well, almost dropped in. It was short, but the first bounce gave it a chance. Awumi for the Wolves. Thompson up top, lobbed in to Masulis. Backing down to Chara. Kicks out to Kozlauskas. Stolen away, poor pass. Fantasia off and running. City didn't want to get blocked, dumped it back to Murray. Well, Murray did well to pull that one in and lay it in.
Definitely, that was almost a turnover right there, but you know, Murray able to get his hands on it and put it away for the easy two.
Kozlauskas bummed, threw the shot up in the hope the ref might give him an M1, but nothing doing. It'll be a sideline ball.
Kozlauskas, you know, he's got that solid head fake, and then you know, that one dribble pull up works well for him.
Oh, another poor pass. Recovered though, and hits for three from O'City, and he is now up to 26 personal points.
He's feeling it right now, and you know, you got to give the guy the ball. He's knocking it down from you know, basically anywhere on the court.
Fantasia ran the screen. Chara open for three, turned it down this time. Now he's under pressure, shot clock down to 4. Davis fires up and hits on the shot clock buzzer yet again. It's the second time in the game he's hit one late in the shot clock like that.
Great shot by Davis there, you know, beating the shot clock down.
Good head fake, and well, Masulius should have scored that. He'll have another go at it, and he's going to be fouled. Kieran Achara's called for it. I make that his 5th personal foul, but it did look on the last one as if they were querying that. In fact, they've only given him 4, which is interesting, because the last time down, On the main scoreboard, they'd put him down as 5 personal fouls. Then they revised it to 4. Only 3 went up on the table. And certainly I had made that by count his 5th, but it's apparently only his 4th. So I obviously attributed one earlier that wasn't given to him. He certainly had 2 in the first couple of minutes of the game. Oh, look at that hook
there
shot.
There you go. That's a sky hook from the 80s.
Yeah, there's one I've not seen for a long time.
That's it.
Fantasia drives to the basket, and the ball bobbles in for him, leads back up to 12 with 4 minutes to play here.
Fantasia stepping up here in the 4th quarter, being aggressive and getting in the paint, finishing over top of the defense.
But Kozlauskas hits from behind the arc, and once again, the Wolves refusing to go away here.
That's it, cutting the lead to 9. Doesn't seem like they're able to break that, that 8-9 point gap there.
Blocked there by Thompson. Murray trying to keep it alive. It will be a Rocks ball now. Interestingly, the shot clock has reset. I don't think they ever gained possession of the ball. And the referee has gone to the table to query this one. Here's another look at the block. And the ball is loose. Nobody's got it. Nobody's got it. Yeah, you can't reset the shot clock on that. And because they'd never got the shot off, it would have been fairly low down. I'm not quite sure where it was in the shot clock, but the referee discussing with the table now as to what they should reset the clock to. Well, they've gone to 22.
That doesn't seem right.
They obviously must have deemed Worcester gained control of the ball there, but they didn't appear to.
That's that home court advantage up here in Scotland.
Chara desperate for it in the corner. It's aimed in his direction, and it'll be a Rocks ball from the side. Murray into Fantasia, driving, finger roll, doesn't go. Little stop and go from Awumi, and E.J. Harrison says to the referee, yeah, I got him on that. Beaten in the step, called for the reach.
Just coming up to 3 minutes left in the game here. Worcester has to really start cutting this lead down if they want to get a chance to win this game.
Need some consistent offense. Need some stops in there as well. They've had ways of stringing through together a few stops. Just not quite enough. That'll be a push in the back from Masulis. And one referee points to the other and said, you can call that. And you just sit here, just a little shove there as he went up. Oh, veteran move from a veteran player. Sometimes you get away with it. Not on that occasion. Rocks definitely looking to take some air out of the ball here in the final 3 minutes. Clock very much on their side. They're going to try and take as long as they can out of an offense. They've now got to get a shot off. Crowd counting it down. It's at 3 as Murray fires up. It doesn't hit. And the Wolves pull in the rebound. It's one thing to run the clock down. You still need to score.
That's it, or at least get a half-decent shot off. And right now for the Rocks, it's all about defense and, containing their scoring threats right here.
Awumi drives through under pressure, and we'll see who that one is on. There were 2 Rocks in close attention. 20, Achara. That's got to be his 5th now, doesn't it? There's the replay on it, and I'll wait for the, table has confirmed that's the 5th and final foul on Kieran Achara. He leaves the game with 12 points and 5 rebounds, but defensively, he's a big presence in there, and they'll probably bring McNally in for him, and he's not got the size that Achara brings.
No, he doesn't. When Achara's in the paint, he's got those big, long arms, so he's a blocking threat. and an intimidation factor when you're trying to drive the lane.
Central will be with you right after this break. Well, there's still enough time in a 9-point game for the Worcester Wolves to find a way of winning it, but it would be a real smash and grab now if the Wolves were to pull out a win. They've not really looked like they were going to win this game right from the opening few minutes.
No, they've looked, you know, a little bit flat. You know, they just haven't been able to put forth a consistent effort throughout the whole game.
And if they aren't victorious here, tough weekend for them, having lost to Newcastle pretty heavily in the BBL Cup. They're facing a BBL Championship defeat. The Rocks, of course, beaten by Mike Tuck, and the Sheffield Sharks by 1 in the Cup quarterfinal. Sets you up with a semi-final against Leicester. You seem to play Leicester a lot in these big semi-final and playoff games.
That's it, and that's okay by me because they're only an hour down the road, so no long trips.
These must-makes with 2:08 to go for the Worcester Wolves, and Alex Awumi does make the first.
And it cuts the lead down to 8.
It's still a manageable margin with 2:08 to play, but you just haven't seen a spell where they've managed to rattle together 9 points like that.
That's it. They've had, you know, they're just having trouble getting over that, you know, that 8-point hump that the Rocks lead by.
Davis almost turns it over, does turn it over. Here's a chance then.
On the defense.
Fernandez penetrates, gets up in the air out to Kozlauskas. Kozlauskas, big shot, rattles round. And once again, that point, if that goes in, suddenly it's a 5-point game.
That's it. Good shot. I think that was a good shot from Kozlauskas. You know, one dribble pull-up, that's his game. Just didn't happen to drop.
Low in the shot clock again for the Rocks. They could do with the score here just to make it safe. It doesn't go. Oh, good rebound from McNally. Tipped it back in off the glass.
That's a great rebound from McNally, especially coming in cold off the bench, but still able to, you know, give a little something for his team.
Well, the quick three doesn't go from Awumi, and the Rocks really trying to run it down. Wolves in foul mode, but can't get there. And now they might as well play the defense as the shot clock's got low. No point in fouling now. Harrison drives in. Harrison finger roll, doesn't quite go. Rocks fans on their feet for the final minute, trying to roar their team home. Kozlauskas steps back behind the arc for 3 and hits. It's not done yet, folks.
Huge
it's down
shot.
to 6.
Huge step back 3 from Kozlauskas there.
Harrison will bring it forward, and a foul is called. I think Kozlauskas thought it might have gone out of bounds, but a foul called. It's a bump foul, but they're not over the limit. So actually it's a sideline ball. They're going to need to come with another quick foul.
Rocks will be looking to get some time off the clock here, but also try and score at the end of it.
Get it in first, and they do. And Fantasia is fouled by Fernandez, and still 1 more to go. That now the 4th. The next one will be free throw situation.
And if you're Worcester right now, you're looking to get that steal, and if not, foul immediately.
And that's exactly what they do. Although in that situation, the referees always let a little bit more go than they would normally to try and give the team with the lead a chance to break away, but no doubt about that. Fernandez getting the foul. E.J. Harrison will go to the free throw line, and one of these will ensure that it becomes a 3-shot game. Fernandez, that was his 5th personal foul there. He had to give up a couple for the team straight away, so he sits down. Harrison at the line, needs at least 1. First one, well, it was short, but it was good enough. And you would think 3 scores in 37 seconds, the Rocks ought to be able to see it out from here.
That's it. That buys them a little bit of insurance. Knocking down the second one only strengthens their lead.
Owumi driving in, fires up. That goes in, 30.8 left on the clock. It's into Murray, got a foul quick. Thompson gets him. And same deal, really. Murray makes one and takes it back out to 3, and that's the only problem with Owumi. Went quick to the hole. So we have another look at the foul. 2 for 2 is not getting it done. They need to change 3s for 2s and hope they might miss one. But Murray normally a good foul shooter, and he makes the first. Who makes them both? Owumi has it. It's got to be a 3-ball here for the Wolves. Has it knocked loose? McNally diving hard on the floor. Great play by Aaron McNally. And Harrison will run it back, draw the foul. And he'll go to the line for 2. But great hustle from McNally to seal the victory for his team.
Huge hustle play by the big man. And that's what you want at the end of the game. And those are the type of plays that the fans love. And, you know, help seal the deal and get the win.
Well, E.J. Harrison got caught on the side of the head there. I think he thought that was a little harder than it needed to be. But he'll go to the free throw line and ice it, get it back up to double figures if both of these go in. And you would have to say somewhere in that 8 to 12 point range has been just about the margin for this game.
That's it. They went down early, and the Rocks have held that lead steadily for the entire game.
He makes them both. Owumi brings it forward. He might fire up one last attempt. In fact, it's Thompson who fires up for 3, and he hits! Oh my goodness, and Murray's fouled him to give him a 4-point play opportunity. I mean, why you're even challenging that shot, I'm not sure.
That's it. Just let him shoot it. Let him throw up, you know. He's shooting a running 3. Huge shot from Thompson.
Probably not enough time left, though. 7.5. If this goes in, it's still 6. Doesn't go in, and that'll definitely do it. There's no need to foul, but they do. 5.4 left. You can let that one go. But when you're in foul mode, it's pretty hard to think, oh, actually, we can come out of foul mode now because the game is gone. But it has gone. And that is going to be the 5th foul on Stan Assetti, who's had a phenomenal game for them. Just a rebound short of a double-double, 26 points. He definitely had the hot hand, particularly in the second half.
Definitely, and I'm surprised in these last couple possessions here, they weren't drawing up a play for him and trying to get him some looks at the basket. He shot the ball so well in the second half that, you'd think he'd be the main threat right now.
Well, all smiles on the Rocks bench, as they're a few seconds away from a second home victory here at the Emirates Arena, as they adjust to life in their new home, and always helps to win them. Oh, that was a long pass from Kozlauskas to Masulis. Kozlauskas asking for a foul, but it doesn't really matter anyway. The game was already over. But Glasgow Rocks, full value for this 85-79 win.
That's it, and coming back from a tough loss against us down in Sheffield on Friday, this is a great win for them at home in front of a huge crowd here too.
Yeah, good crowd in the Emirates Arena. They've enjoyed it here as the hometown Rocks have beaten the Wolves. It's finished 85-79.
Well, Sterling, you guys got up early in the game, but could never quite put the Wolves away.
No, I mean, Wolves are a worthy opponent, and we knew it would be a tough contest all the way through. I'm just happy we were up at the game. That's what I told the guys before the game started. We wanted to get off to a good start and then kind of let that guide us through the game. And it was never going to be an easy game. We knew that, so we're content with the way things went. I think we kind of maintained our intensity level and took their punches and still kept rolling with it. So I was pretty pleased overall with it.
And there were 3 or 4 times where you had to weather a bit of a storm. They cut it down to 6, 7, 8 points. Are you pleased with the reaction you got from the guys there?
Yeah, I am, because in the past we could have easily folded on that, and then there's times when that just could have put a damp mood in the group of guys. So we talked about that too. We've addressed it over the last couple of days of being able to get through those trials and tribulations of a game, and those good teams are able to weather those storms. And I thought we did a good job of countering what they were doing tonight. I think, you know, with the runs that they had, we wanted to cut down the time on which the run happened, and I thought we did a good job of that.
I know Paul James not very happy with the turnovers of his guys, but you've got to be pleased how you got in the passing lane.
Yeah, we did. You know, that's what we talked about once again before the game is that defensive pressure. We didn't want them to feel comfortable out there, whether it's coming off the screens or making the entry passes. You know, they've got big guys to throw the ball down low. We wanted to try to deter them as much as possible from just making them feel comfortable, you know, and I thought we did a good job of that overall, whoever stepped in.
And a good crowd in tonight. Nice to send them home happy.
Feels good to get a good win in here. You know, we've had some struggles in here trying to make it our home, but I think tonight was hopefully the first step and many more to come in this venue.
Well played, good game. Thank you. Cheers. Well, PJ, looked like you guys turned the ball over a bit too much in that first quarter, got behind, and then couldn't make a sustained run at it.
Absolutely, I think that's been our Achilles heel so far this season. We're turning the ball over way too much, 17, 18, some, Friday 26 times. Anytime you're going to do that, you're going to lose a ball game.
And it seemed every time you made a bit of a run at them, got it back to 7 or 8, something would happen and it would go back out to 15.
Well, it wasn't something that happened. We just turned the ball over. We'd get it so close, and then we'd just turn it over. And it's not one person. It's throughout the whole team. So. Really disappointed with the fact that, we're not doing a better job to take care of the ball.
What can you as a coach do about that? Because, some of them were really sloppy.
I don't know, go out there and play myself. I don't know, but I don't know, they are just sloppy, and, guys have just got to, focus and concentrate a bit more. Some of the passes they're throwing, I can steal them from sitting on the bench, really. So, we're just got to go back, look at the tape, and see how we can rectify it.
Positives to take from the game?
Yeah, give me an hour or two, I'll find some, but right now I can't see any.
Paul, thanks for talking to us. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, Mike, as we look back at this ball game, and really right from the opening tip-off, the Rocks got their noses in front, and once they got ahead, they never relinquished it.
Yeah, that's it. Worcester, once the Rocks got up, by that about 10-point range, they never really looked back. Worcester was never really get over that hump. Kept cutting it back down, about 8-7 points, but could never really break that.
Once it got to, this was a tremendous 4-point play, but they got out to 10 points, as you say, and then it sort of bounced between 8 and 15, and really some of the turnovers by the Wolves didn't help themselves at all. Rocks were able to profit, and they ended up with a good victory.
That's it. Worcester didn't really take care of the ball too much, and it hurt them in the end.
Good victory for Glasgow. Here's a look at what happened on Friday when table-topping Leicester went down to play London Lions in the BBL Cup. London Lions and Leicester Riders doing battle for a place in the BBL Cup semi-finals, with the Lions hoping to become the first team this season to inflict a defeat on Leicester. Riders, though, off to a flyer, with Drew Sullivan's triple capping a 7-0 start by the visitors. Jay Kuznard also hit from long range as Leicester moved into a 16-6 lead. And within 7.5 minutes of the tip, Leicester had outscored their hosts 2-1 to lead 26-13. Jackman, though, started to heat up, and 7 consecutive points from the Londoner had the gap down to 28-22 at the end of the first. Still 4 between them early in the second half, before the Riders went on a 7-0 burst to lead 52-41. Jackman again helped close the gap for the home side, and late in the third quarter, the game was still very much in the balance at 61-66. Leicester, though, would respond by scoring 17 of the next 21 points, including 2 3-pointers in quick succession by Zaire Taylor, as they opened up an 18-point lead and put the result beyond doubt. Sullivan not far off a triple-double for the Riders with 16 points, 11 boards and 7 assists, whilst Pavel Leicester still unbeaten and into the Final Four. Final score, London Lions 74, Leicester Riders 90. Let's round up all the results in the BBL this weekend. Plenty of cup action on Friday. Leicester maintained their unbeaten start to the season. In the semi-finals, they'll play Mike Sheffield, who beat the Rocks in a thriller at the EIS. Newcastle were comfortably through in the quarter-final against the Wolves. One championship game saw Plymouth beat Manchester by 3. On Saturday, the Cup semi-final lineup was completed when Plymouth Raiders beat the Heat 79-74 to set up a meeting with Newcastle. And then in Sunday's action, Glasgow won our main game, Durham beat the Giants, and Cheshire claimed a morale-boosting win after a difficult week. Here's how the table looks now then. Worcester dropped to 500 but stay in fourth. Durham leapfrog Manchester with their victory over the Giants. Glasgow overtake London into eighth, and Cheshire are level with the Lions. We'll be back with more BBL action next week. We're down in Durham where the Wildcats host last season's Cup finalists, the Plymouth Raiders. That's Durham Wildcats versus Plymouth Raiders, Tuesday, 13th of November, Sky Sports 4 at 7 p.m. Hope you enjoyed today's action. We'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.